tell.
We all have our little secrets. That attractive hairpiece you're sure no one can detect. Calling in sick, but telling no one you went to the movies. The secret dye job. The candy stash. Then there are the bigger secrets. The test you cheated on. A secret affair. And for some of us, there are terrible dark secrets that not a soul knows, like incest in the family, or a crime committed and never confessed to. Now, I'm sure you're really good at keeping secrets. Well, psychologists say what you're actually good at is burying them, out of sight, out of mind, and away from the lips where they could be blurted out. It's called thought suppression, and it's not easy. Listen.
I'm coming home, I've done my time.
You know how a cheesy pop tune can sometimes invade your brain? There. Now try and block it out.
I said, yellow river,
and see how far you get.
I don't see a river.
It's not so easy. So what does suppressing a thought, keeping a secret, do to your mind? Researchers say quite a lot.
I think people become obsessed with secrets.
Clinical psychologist Dr. Dan Wegner, a professor at the University of Virginia, has spent 10 years studying how secrecy affects us. He says he can demonstrate how secrets can take on a life of their own.
I guess I like the color scheme in this room. I like the blues. I think they're pretty color, kind of smoky blue.
This student volunteer has been instructed to say whatever comes to mind for 5 minutes. She doesn't know that a Dateline camera is recording her thoughts through a one-way mirror.
I have to read Hard Times by Charles Dickens. I was supposed to have done that for this morning, and I haven't started it.
Pretty boring stuff. But for the following 5 minutes, researcher Laura Smart will lob a grenade into her subject's stream of consciousness.
Please verbalize your thoughts as you did before, with one exception. This time, try not to think of a white bear.
This white bear is the laboratory secret she must keep and not even think about. But if white bear should come to mind, she's told to ring the bell.
Okay, but you should be trying not to think of it. Right, are you ready? Okay, begin.
I started it. All right, now I'm thinking about ice cream, and I'm thinking about being at, like, the beach and standing on the sand. I'm just thinking of what to think about. How about scuba diving? Okay. All right, now I'm thinking about swimming under the water. And I'm seeing all these little fishes, and they're swimming around me.
And for the next few minutes,
okay.
You get the idea. That white bear of a secret asserts itself 15 times in 5 minutes. Well, she's obviously obsessed with white bears, right?
All right, now I'm thinking about elephants. So maybe if I think about, not thinking about elephants, I'll think about elephants instead of bears.
But look what happens to 3 other students subjected to the very same experiment. Regardless of what they were thinking about to begin with, however distracted,
What am I thinking about?
however depressed,
The past week's been really stressful.
or however dreamy,
Now I just thought of my boyfriend.
once the white bear is introduced, like a virus,
This is really weird.
it multiplies.
See, I don't really think about a white bear. I just think that I'm not supposed to think about a white bear. But I guess that is thinking about a white bear. It sounds pretty dinging.
To the point where, in the end,
You're taking over her mind, Doc. Yes. This is why people talk about the weather. It's why people talk about things that really they don't care about at all. I think a lot of times when we have something on our mind we don't want to talk about, don't want to think about, we fill it with distractors.
even in the course of taping this experiment, we witnessed one student apparently trying to do just that.
I wish I could just forget about that, but that's what most on my mind right now.
She doesn't want to think about an unpleasant incident and the unpleasant conversation she knows she has to have with the college honors committee. And watch as she searches for a distraction.
I wonder what I'm going to eat for dinner.
She's trying to suppress the unpleasant thought. Dr. Wegner says this is typical.
We have in the laboratory these minor obsessions that we create in 5 minutes. And then in real life, we have people who develop obsessions that take them over. They become everything.